Welcome to Melody's World, where today we'll embark on a hilariously wild 6th grade adventure. This place should be totally safe, especially since Melody just entered her super funny life. Mom's a bit hesitant about the adventure, but she left a document hoping the parents would have a change of heart. But the parents shrugged it off. They definitely don't want their precious daughter living on the edge. Halloween is Melody's fun zone, where her wacky costumes steal the spotlight. Mrs. Wiley is Melody's neighbor, and every Halloween she brings tons of spirits for the kids. What a character. Melody's parents aren't her biggest fans, and coincidentally, Mrs. Wiley discovers the learning plan and gasps in surprise. Hearing this, Melody is super thrilled and can't wait to join Catherine's learning plan, just like a regular kid going to school. But Mum wore a face full of sighs, not wanting to let her daughter take that risk. Mrs. Wiley called Melody aside. What a nice lady. The next morning, Dad got ready to help her wake up for school, but Melody staged her first protest. She had had enough of being ignored. Dad attempted to make her happy, yet Melody looked so gloomy that she didn't even want to eat the food Mom handed to her. Dad, feeling for his daughter, decided to chat with Mom about letting her give it a shot, while Mom remained worried about her getting teased. They thought of Melody as an invisible girl, but after all her hard work, someone was definitely going to notice her. Mom listed so many bad things, but looking at Melody's eager eyes, Dad couldn't resist and signed the plan. Melody felt like a bird escaping a cage, finally tasting the unprecedented freedom. To get Melody ready for school, her parents specially prepared pretty clothes and simple communication cards. How thoughtful. Melody stepped into a real school for the first time, joining forces with a little boy named Willie for the adventure. With a big smile, she ventured into the back row, but her classmates were staring at her with big, curious baby eyes. This history lesson began simply, with the teacher posing a very easy question, and hands shot up everywhere in the classroom. What a lively and bustling scene. One boy suggested letting Melody give it a shot, and the teacher skeptically passed the opportunity her way. She glanced at her word board but couldn't find the right answer, so she pointed at the wallpaper next to her. A girl whispered in protest, since Melody hadn't said anything, leaving Catherine to answer for her. The teacher posed another simple question, but this time, rather than raising her hand, Melody spelled out the answer on her board. Due to her slow pace, everyone was casting checking the time glances at her, while a few youngsters were quietly chatting among themselves. In order not to waste time, the teacher hastily answered the question right when Melody finished spelling. What a hectic moment. When the class was over, Melody noticed a little girl sitting nearby wearing a pair of shiny golden shoes and took the initiative to greet her. She flipped through her cards complimenting the girl's shoes, who was named Rose. Rose became Melody's first friend there, and when she got home, her beaming smile said it all. She wrote Rose's name down on a card, eagerly anticipating the arrival of the exhibition day. She picked a super special outfit, hoping to show her best self to Rose. Rose stepped in a bit shy, unsure of what to say, but thankfully, little sis quickly brought out the toys. That broke the ice. In the exhibition hall, the parents kept their daughter in front, giving the two kids some private chat. Melody had loved space literature and history since she was little, but Rose seemed a little different. Rose's mom was super strict, with private tutoring set from Monday to Friday, a real study monster. Just outside the exhibition, Rose ran into some classmates, while Melody could only sit there, feeling a bit left out watching them play. Seeing this, Dad felt a bit upset because Melody was different from other kids and should not be treated like that. Mom thought Melody should be treated like royalty, not like that. She hoped Melody could chat, just like Hawking on the screen, wishing that day would come someday. The couple awkwardly discovered that even a cheap voice device cost a whopping $17,000. That's just for the device itself. No upgrades included a talk about stepping on a price landmine. In order to enable her daughter to speak, Mom had no choice but to turn to the insurance company for assistance. What a lengthy struggle it was. After relentless effort, the insurance company finally agreed to support Melody, but first, a test. The tester told her not to worry and brought out some picture cards with tomatoes, balloons, strawberries, cherries, and bananas. She was asked to pick one that was different, and Melody's first thought was bananas, but ultimately she chose the balloon. Unfortunately, Melody picked wrong and failed the company's test, seeing the disappointment in Mom's eyes. Melody got a bit emotional, wildly waving her arms outside, feeling the whole situation was super unfair. Only Dad quietly comforted her, believing there would always be a solution, but Melody felt like a deflated balloon. Later, they went to Catherine, and the insurance company handed them an assessment form needing a signature from a qualified professional. Catherine gave it a quick look, observed that it did not indicate a medical doctorate degree, and promptly signed it without any hesitation. With Catherine's help, Melody successfully got her electronic speech device worth a win.